Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Meaty here, back for another video, and today we're going to be watching a league race I had in Russia. We just finished the formation lap, and we're about to start the race. So a little back view. This is you, yeah, you can hear me and Kaz talking in the background there. This Liam guy on the start, since he's on hards. Same with Azathoth. Looks like ZG's in game chat. So we're gonna watch this start real quick. We want to get a good start off the line. We have softs compared to everyone else around us. They got a hard and medium nearby. There's a soft with Starburst, and we're gonna quickly get off the line past Liam, and then Starburst. We're gonna get alongside him, 3 wide with the other McLaren there, our teammate, and we're gonna be racing down to the first turn as the McLaren gets ahead. So we're going to go to the outside because that's where the most space is. As our teammate runs right into the Williams, we go wide. We're going to go right through the middle on the Red Bull and the McLaren, and we get tapped a bit, but we get the space on the McLaren as he hits the Ferrari behind us. The Red Bull stays ahead. We're going to take a middle line here as they're 3 wide here. The Alfa Romeo gets hit. We're going to take the inside line, and we're going to take that position from him up into P9. That is 6 positions gained off the start. Wow, that was something. As Connor here goes wide, we're going to try to get on the back of him here. We don't want to rush into the back of him, so we're going to be very careful on the brake here. We're going to try to brake early a lot. But you see the Alfa Romeo trying to go down my inside. I leave him space on the inside. I don't want to have any contact, but he is right up my bumper. And he hits me right there. I don't know what he was doing. I just think he wasn't careful on the throttle, but he ended up further behind. I don't know what you Mad Bro was trying to do there. I think he's just an aggressive driver sometimes, but he's good, so it is what it is. So we're gonna follow. We're gonna stay in line here. We're not gonna use too much GRS. We're not gonna go for overtakes this early. It's a 27 lap race, so we can take our time, right? So let me tell you guys about what this league race is. It is ALR. It is I'm not sure what ALR stands for, to be honest with you. I'm a reserve in that league, which means if a racer can't make it to a race, they basically ask me to race for the person who can't make it. This is my first season there. I'm a reserve, so that means I'm going to spend this season as kind of a backup for like every team. And then next season I want to go full time. I just want to get a vibe of how this league is. And yeah. So McLaren guy couldn't make it today, so I took up his spot. I didn't really have a good qualifying. I did terribly. I qualified P15. I could have done a lot better, but I could only get 1 lap in for the life of me. The rest I extended track limits and it got deleted. But yeah, I think those messed up laps really warmed me up for this race because I was getting really consistent laps throughout the race. But yeah, I think this has got to be my worst yet best league race so far. I don't have too many league races under my belt. I just started getting into it. This is probably like my 6th league race, I want to say, 6th or 7th league race, and this is easily my best finish but worst start. So that's what I found most amusing about this. You see, we're trying to keep up with these Red Bulls. They're sticking together. They're getting good slipstream. And right here, we're going to get a snap of oversteer, and we can't save the car. Ay, ay, ay. We're going to go right into the wall, and we have an orange wing. Jeff's telling me we gotta change strategy. I'm gonna go switch to hards in the pit stop real quick. Yeah, you can see I'm upset there. I know I had an amazing start to the race. Yep, you hear me right there. But we're gonna skip ahead. We are going to lap 5, and we switch to the hards, and we're just trying to catch up to the pack, which at this moment seems very like it's a terrible chance we get back to the pack, because we're going to be on hards the rest of this race with this strategy, and we got to make up all that lost time you see up to the leader, who's already in the final turns, as we're pretty much not even in the middle of the lap yet. And again we spin. Oh my god, we just didn't have the grip on the hards. And this time it's even worse. We have a red wing as our teammate gets by. We're going to let that other guy through, but we pit. We use a new strategy. We're doing the soft mediums, and luckily for us, there was a safety car as I was coming into the pits, so it gave me the opportunity to catch up, and we got right back up to the group of cars right before we started racing again, so I was very lucky there to catch up to the main group. Another 3 seconds and I would have missed it. But as you see here, we're going to be chasing down the Ferrari driven by Winnie92. Only lap 9. We're only 1/3 through the race. He's on hards and I'm on brand new softs, so his hards are pretty new. You see, he doesn't have a lot of grip through the corners. He's going slow through the corners. So I'm going to have the grip advantage on him. I'm going to have so much speed compared to him. So I know I have to get past him as soon as possible. See how slow he's going? I try to force my way down the inside, but I get a warning like that, and I get hit. So I got to save the car, and I lose a lot of time there, but I'm going to catch up to him in the next couple corners. Because look how slow he's going. It's so hard to race in the hards on this track. The softs are so quick compared to everything else, it's insane. He goes wide again, trying to stay ahead of me. But I know I have to get past him as soon as possible so I can keep up with the rest of the pack. Because he is losing so much time to Cosmo ahead. Cosmo is 2 seconds ahead of us. And the more we battle, the more we wait. As he gets a snap of oversteer coming out of that turn. And I go round the outside on the straight. And we're going to get clear of him coming into the turn at the end of the straight. It's going to be the slow right-hander here. And that was a great move for us. Now what we're going to do is, there's a lapped car up here. That is Brooksy. Brooksy is actually the leader of the race. But he disconnected. And now he's a lapped car in P19. And that's a shame. But so far, I'm excited for whatever happens that lets us gain positions. Because right now, we started P15. We got up to P9 off the start, and then we broke our wing twice, and we ended up in second to last place, 18th out of 19th, and now we're up to 15th, our starting position. So let's see what we can do from here. As we're going to skip it later on, and we're going to be we caught Zyron, who's on the hards as well, and Cosmo, who's on the mediums. I won't be super fast compared to Cosmo, but I will be faster than him right now because he's on older mediums, and somebody hits their wing there. I think it was Cosmo on the back of the Haas car, but Cosmo's going to be on, he's not going to have as much grip as he goes a wide line there. I have to go a wide line to avoid Zyron right there. I get another warning. I have to watch my warnings. I'm already at 2 at this point, but Zyron goes round the outside on Cosmo. Cosmo's losing grip. He's losing positions because of that wing damage. So what I'm going to do is I see he's struggling, and I'm going to kick it up into overtake and rich mix. Going to use my DRS, and I'm going to try to get past him using the slipstream. He takes an inside line, but I'm going to follow him through. I'm going to see if I could dive bomb him here. Ooh, I go down the inside. Bit wide. I hit him a bit. I didn't get any damage, luckily, but he's still down my inside. He's ahead of me, but I have the grip over him, and he's on the inside. I can make this move if I want to. We're side by side going into this turn. I wobble a bit, but I ended up getting hit by him. He is going to hit me, and I'm going to go a bit wide. Now we're trying to get through the turn. He goes wide. I get the position. All that for nothing. He is struggling so much right now with his wing, but right now we're focusing on catching Zyron. That means we're up to P13. We're already up 2 positions. We got to move up to catch Zyron. Zyron's on the hards, and so is Kinzel ahead of him. But he has a 3-second penalty, so I don't know how hard he'll fight Zyron. But all I know is, as long as we're on these softs, I know I'm going to have to switch to mediums later on, and I'm going to be slower. So what I'm doing here is I got to make sure I catch these people and pass them as soon as possible. So when I do switch to the mediums, I won't be having to do any heavy lifting on the overtakes. As a yellow flag goes out, it seems like there was a collision back there behind us as Cosmo spun into a wall. He really could not handle the broken wing there. And a safety car goes out because of that. Yikes. So what you're going to see here is as I was about to catch Zyron on that straight, safety car comes down. That's not good for us at all. If anything, that was terrible for us. But what this does is it groups up the pack again, and it lets us switch to mediums. So we're going to be able to finish our strategy early and go on mediums as soon as we pit. Even though we won't have as much of a tire advantage anymore, what we will have is we'll have the pretty much newest mediums. Only me and someone else had the newest mediums on the track, so we're still the freshest, and the hards are still not as good as the mediums at this point in the race. As Zyron goes on the inside, Kinzel, we see he gets pushed out wide because of contact, and we're going to take the opportunity because he has the hards. He can't stick around the outside. We're going to go down the inside, and we're going to be chasing Kinzel. We're up into P9. we're already in a 2-point position as we go a bit wide there. Luckily, we don't get a warning. We would have gotten a penalty there if we did. But we're just going to try to follow Kinzel. I'm still getting used to these tires. Not as much grip as the softs, but I'm going to be doing the best I can. Lap 20. There's 7 laps left in the race. We really got to make something happen here if we want to get a good result for the team. Because remember, I'm a reserve, but I can still earn points for the team, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to prove myself to get that full-time spot for next season. As Kinzel goes wide, he does not have the grip we have. We know we're much faster than him. He has 6 seconds on penalties compared to us. I don't think he's going to fight us. We will see. We're going to go down the inside. His red light's flashing. He has no DRS. We're going to brake later than him. We lock up the front right tire a little bit, but we go down the inside and we pass him. Now we see Kaz. He's the person I'm talking to in the party most of the time. But let's see if we could get a good battle with him. He is also on mediums, but they are much older than mine. Checking back the live stream. By the way, if you guys want to watch the full live stream of the race on their channel, I'll link it down below in the description. But Kaz here, I think his tires were like double the life of mine, because he was out there for double the amount of time. So you see how much grip we have compared to him. And we're going to be using the slipstream and DRS. We don't even use the ERS because we don't need to. We're going to go down the inside, but he brakes later. We have a little contact, but he's right behind me. He's going to make a move down the inside. I see he's going down the inside. I don't block him. I'm going to try to force it side to side. See if we could use the inside line to generate us. But he brakes so much later, and he goes around the outside of me. Oh my god, this battle right here was intense, guys, let me tell you. But he has a 3-second penalty, so I don't know how much he wants to fight this. I think he wants to stay ahead of me as much as possible. He wants to hold me up so I can't catch up to the group ahead. As I'm trying to chase down the best I can. I want to stay with him through these corners as I go a bit wide there as I miss my braking point. And I lose some time, but I want to stay in his DRS zone on the straight. And we don't get a good exit there, but we're going to stick with him. We're going to use some ERS so we can stay with him on the straight. We want to be able to overtake him this lap. If we don't overtake him this lap, we're going to lose so much time to the people ahead of us, and it's going to be impossible to move up into this race. As he hits the curb, he gets a bad exit. We're going to make a move down the inside, a little switchback, and we get ahead of him. We're going down into the chicane, but he brakes later. He goes around the outside. I have to leave him space on the inside. I try to do another switchback, but he sticks it. I have the speed to get side by side with him, but I figure the better of it, and I'm going to take the ERS coming into the main straight. And what this is going to do is it's going to propel me even further ahead of him, because if I stuck my nose in that last turn, he would have spun me, and it wouldn't have been good for anyone. I would have ruined my race, and yeah, that's not fun for me. But you see how much speed we have. We're just using the slipstream, DRS, and Rich Mix, not even using the ERS. As we edge right ahead of him, he tries to go around the outside again, but he does not have any space. He has to cut the corner to stay on the track. But this time we're going to shut him off on the inside line, and we're going to take the position. We're going to be up into P7 here. What a move by us. What a comeback. We're going to do our best to get even more points. As we see a green light just flash, that means a yellow flag just happened behind us. Now, what's going to happen here is I'm going to skip through the next couple laps, and we're going to see what happens there. See lap 25. Jeff told me, the A-Race engineer, that there should be rain soon. So rain should be coming this or the next lap. And you see we get a little bit of oversteer as we're starting to lose grip on the mediums towards the end of the race. So we have to be careful, but we also have to make sure we can catch up to the people ahead of me. As Picasso and the Mercedes ahead, right there I check the tire condition because I feel like I'm a bit loose. But what happens is Picasso, he's 3 seconds ahead of me up the road, but we both have 3-second penalties, meaning our penalties cancel each other. So what I need to do is, as it starts raining, I have to catch Picasso. Picasso's on much older mediums, and on the wet, he's going to be super slow, and what we have to do is we have to take advantage of our wet weather racing and catch up to him. I feel like I'm pretty strong in the wet, but sometimes I'm inconsistent, so I'm trying to be quick, but I'm trying to be careful as well. I don't want to spin or anything, because that will make the race even worse for us. So what happens is we still have quite a lot of grip on the mediums because it just started raining. The track's still extremely dry, but the next lap, you'll see the final lap, there's going to be the track is going to be so wet. We really should be on intermediates at that point, but the thing is, as on the last lap, why would we pit for intermediates? So we're just going to stick it on the dry tires in the wet and hope we can survive. Picasso's really creating a gap here. He just extended another half second through that lap, but we're gaining quickly on him. We might be able to gain even faster and faster if he's slow on the wets. If he's slow in the wet on the dry tires. But many things you'll see with the hard tires up in P5 has an 11-second time penalty. We only have 3 seconds. So if we finish within 8 seconds of him, we're within 5 seconds right now. But if we finish within 8 seconds of him, we will get his position and go up into P6 behind Picasso. But Picasso, 1.7 seconds up the road. He's losing so much time because he lost so much grip due to the wet. You see him struggling in the dry tires trying to race on the wet track. But me, I know what I'm doing. I know how to race in the wet. But I've never done it in the dry tires before like this, so this is a brand new experience to me, but I have some experience driving in the wet. I feel like I'm a pretty good wet racer, but already 1 second closing on Picasso. You see how much oversteer he has? As we get a bit of oversteer there, we're struggling for grip. We're being very careful through the corners. We're being very careful on the throttle. We're not exactly trying to overtake Picasso, but at some point I just got so close to him. I just knew I had to. He's struggling so hard with grip. His tires are so worn. He does not have any grip that was left due to the water on the track. And you see him sliding out of that turn. And we're going to get the DRS on him as DRS is still activated. It hasn't been deactivated yet. But I tried going down the inside, but I accidentally hit him. No damage, luckily. And we don't go for the move down the inside. And I said to myself, if I'm going to hit him, then I might as well just give him the position and move on. But at this point, he has a 6-second time penalty. He got another 3 seconds so we could stick behind him as we both get a bad turn there. But he goes deep as I lock up. And that means he has a broken wing as well. I just noticed that. But that means we'll go down the outside on the final chicane, and we're going to be in P6 in the last couple of corners. But as you remember before, many things has an 11-second time penalty as we get some oversteer there. We got a little bit too excited, but we're going to cross the line and pass him. Wow. P5. Wow.
Let's go, man.
You can hear me there.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was so hyped. I was so hyped.
P5.
This was my best result in a league race yet, and I was so proud of myself for this finish. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video.